There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Atlanta Braves. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Kevin Gausman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that added a new pitch to his repertoire, the split finger. He won't throw it that often. I think one of the reasons he tried to pick up this pitch, had a difficult time throwing the straight changeup, and sometimes the splitter is the quick pitch fix for that. So it'll be interesting to see how and when he uses the splitter in this one here today.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in just trying to get their feet wet here in this new campaign as they've split their first 4 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Now a swing and a miss on the slider as the leadoff man is set down on strikes to open up the ball game. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman, he's 1 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Markakis will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Billy Williams. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 0-1 the count.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
And it's 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Jones. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Kyle Hendricks is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He's a little bit, he reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88 to 91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see, the better chance they have to hit on him. If Kyle Hendricks is on, you'll know early he'll be getting a lot of quick outs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball from offense to defense, pitching. It's all coming together for this group.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Lays off 2-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. Williams on the move, and a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Thoughts, Dan, who stands out?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name in the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Dale Murphy. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hendricks has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Williams sprinting after it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Chipper Jones.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Chipper Jones, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
2 out, nobody on. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. Still no score. Back now from SunTrust Stadium. Second inning coming up, but first here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1 is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Count is 3-2.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base, and also both sides of the plate. A switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch of the at-bat. At the knees, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Batting fifth, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher Kyle Hendricks will be the next to bat. And the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
You know, when you're facing a top of the line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Popped him up. Albies calls for it, and that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Eddie Matthews. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. It's 1-2.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in. One and two. Here it comes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Nope.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys. This is pulled into right. Hayward is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy's got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Stepping in for the Braves, Fred McGriff, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball taken outside to begin the at-bat. Ball one. McGriff, a native Floridian. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
This guy has been an absolute beast this year so far, leading the team in home runs as he approaches free agency. Huge payday on the horizon.
Here's the 1-1. I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
In now, Brian McCann. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And this is going to be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line to the right side, but he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. The next Cub up, Ryan Sandberg. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike.
Ball one.
0-1 is a splitter that misses for the first ball. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
Batting 8. The center fielder.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ben Zobrist. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll dive back in. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. The throw pulls him off the bag.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Heading after it is Murphy. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So 2 are gone now in the Cubs half of the third, and into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
The 0-2. Grounded weakly to the left. Matthews scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, Andrew Jones. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. Let's see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Still 1-2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. The 2-2 one more time. Hard hit to the left side, but taken in out there, it's short. A rough start to the home third. There's one away.
The left fielder, Nick Markakis.
Striding in, Nick Markakis, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I think you could have an argument for that first pitch that it could have been off the plate, but there was certainly no debate with that one. That missed by a ton.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Found the left side. Bryant's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Kevin Gausman. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Chased a bad one there. 1-1.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Down in order go the Braves. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now batting, Anthony Rizzo comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. One and one, the count to the Cubs first baseman. Rizzo is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Here's another 1-2. And a splitter is over for a called third strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Striding into the box, Billy Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
0-1 count and the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Skied into very shallow right. Murphy is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Ernie Banks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a ball, 1-0.
Ball 1, no
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now. Lays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. you have a chance to do some damage, you know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
A full count, 3-2 to Banks.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swung on and chopped to third. To his right, Matthews. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First offering on its way. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 2-1. 2-2 the count. Here now the 2-2. And this will be fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 3, Dale Murphy.
Into the box now, Dale Murphy. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. In there, strike 1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Still no balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Into the box, Chipper Jones. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ball two.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
To 2-2 now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-2 pitch. And this one misses inside. A ball he walked him, and they've got themselves a two-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eddie Matthews. Man at first after the two-out walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Counts even at 1-1 to Matthews. One and two now. The 1-2 pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. One left for Atlanta. Through four. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back to SunTrust Park just outside of Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed one base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the box, Jason Hayward. He'll start off the fifth in this one. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball one. That's wide, 2-0. Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
And the pitch on 2-1. Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Stepping in now, Kyle Hendricks. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box now, Ryan Sandberg. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Matthews charging this one. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
For the Braves, the first baseman.
So coming to the plate, Fred McGriff, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
This is on the ground over to first. Rizzo is there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Brian McCann.
Stepping in, Brian McCann hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Williams will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. At the plate, Andrew Jones hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and he looks at a ball. 1-2.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there, because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
Fouled off. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Nick Markakis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Jones is off at first with 2 away. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Stepping up now, Ben Zobrist. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
In now, Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Outside, 3-0 now. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. 3-1.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
Fell behind early in this one, 3-0, and has battled back with 2 quality strikes. Interested to see if he catches a big part of the plate right here or tries to get a nibble.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This pitch is popped up. McGriff has room in foul territory, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
He's set, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Murphy's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, the first baseman, Anthony.
Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Slider pins into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Comes set, the 0-1. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. Still even at 2-2. And there's a base hit on the line. Zobrist rounds the corner and is headed home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, some
Now
really
batting.
good pitching going into the 6th inning in this
Billy
one. Big RBI base hit to break through. What a pitcher's duel this been.
Yeah, Dan, the pitching's been great, but something I've been focusing on is how great the defenses have been on both sides. To push a run across in the 6th inning, let's get the bullpens fired up.
Standing in now, Billy Williams, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 1 and the Braves nothing. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Gossman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Here's the 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Right side. Rizzo is there. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dale Murphy.
So striding forward now, Dale Murphy. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Sandberg gloves it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still trail 1-0. Back here at SunTrust Park, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Standing in, Ernie Banks. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here comes the first pitch. High and deep to center field. He settles under it and makes the catch in the deepest confine of the ballpark.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
In now, Jason Hayward. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 1-1 the count now. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. 1 out, nobody on. A swing and a miss there. 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
The 3-2 pitch to third. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
The pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
The 2-0. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. McGriff is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're up 1-0.
7th inning stretch.
Stepping up to the plate, Chipper Jones. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This one's down to third. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
Now batting, the third baseman, Eddie Matthews.
Now to the plate, Eddie Matthews. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's the pitch. And this is on the outside corner for strike 1. Ball 1. Hit well on the ground to first. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V. And this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game. But from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Your attention, please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Xavier Cedeno.
Stepping in now, Fred McGriff, as he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Cedeno, a native of Puerto Rico. He was taken in the very late rounds back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Soft liner to the left side. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it. But a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner. That could have been a potential base hit.
Into the box now, Brian McCann, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No hits to this point. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0 on the way is a fastball looked at for a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
And he fouls this one off. Matthews, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering, and it's fouled away. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Swing and a liner, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Braves strand one. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Darren O'Day will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Ready once again, Ryan Sandberg. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
Sandberg.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Jones waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one. Kept the hitters off balance and was a lot of fun to watch.
Digging in and looking for more, Ben Zobrist. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's
too low. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2 is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Murphy going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is into third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, and you can see he was
Now
looking for a
batting.
fastball all the way,
Wilson.
and he jumps all over it, pulling it hard. And the second he dropped the bat, he was looking to stretch this thing as far as he could. Mission accomplished as he stands on third.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed ribby.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. A man at third with 1 away. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
From the stretch. Ground ball foul down the left side.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Here's the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute to hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Murphy is there. Let's see if they test it. And he is in there at the plate. It's now a 2-0 game.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
Digging in once again, Anthony Rizzo is head-to-head with Darren O'Day. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First offering on its way.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Contreras leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is where, if you're the batter, one pitch, one spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
The 3-1 lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cubbies are in front 2-0.
Your attention, please. Now
So a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow. Leading off the inning, Andrew Jones, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes the count. One and 2.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far. As on cue, we give you a look at our starter comparison for these 2 guys in our 2-0 ball game. At the plate, Nick Markakis. Couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 is laid off of down and in.
2 balls, no strikes.
Nope. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
Here's ball 4.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Freddie Freeman will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Pinch hitting for the Braves. Number 5, Freddie Freeman.
First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's 1 for 4. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Behind 0-2 now. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. First pitch on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching in.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. One left for Atlanta. They're still down. It's 2-0. Johnny Venters enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Billy Williams. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Digging in, Ernie Banks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. The windup and the 0-1. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Now a flare out toward right center. In comes Murphy, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
In now, Jason Hayward. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. And he misses 2-1. He's running. He swings and misses. Throw down. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
Two out, nobody on. Ball 3, not close with the sinker that time. This pitch is popped up, and no one will track it down. Fouled off.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Popped him up. McGriff will put this one away, and the side is retired. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies, but they hold a 2-0 lead. There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Lee Smith enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the 4th spot, number 46, Lee Smith. Now playing shortstop and batting sixth.
Digging in, Dale Murphy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Behind 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Stepping in now, Chipper Jones. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Smith, a 25-year-old. He's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is deep down the line and right. It looks to have the distance, and it's fair. A home run. A solo shot down the line and right. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
My friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
The batter, the third baseman, Eddie.
Standing in now, Eddie Matthews, as he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Williams is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting, first baseman, Fred.
Stepping into the box, Fred McGriff. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
The 1-1. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Final strike for the Braves. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Kyle Hendricks earns his first win of the season as he goes 6+, allowing only a single base hit. Kevin Gossman is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Lee Smith records the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of SunTrust Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.